Today, I'm going to show you how to turn a head of garlic worth less than $1 into something specialty grocery stores sell for $25, using a rice cooker you already own and 2 weeks of patience. Stick with me through the first half because before I give you the full method, I need to show you what actually happens inside that cooker. Once you understand the chemistry, you will never buy the store version again. I have been running batches of this for months. The results are unreasonable for the cost involved. Here is the whole thing. The thing you are making is called black garlic. It is not a variety, it is not a different plant, it is regular white garlic, same heads from the produce section, run through a precise temperature window for 10 to 14 days. What comes out looks nothing like what went in. The cloves turn completely black, soft almost to the point of paste, and the flavor transforms entirely. Raw garlic is sharp, sulfurous, aggressive. Black garlic tastes like balsamic vinegar crossed with molasses and something umami you cannot quite name. No bite, no burn. It shows up on the menus of Michelin-starred restaurants in dishes that cost more than your weekly grocery bill. The raw material is 80 cents. Most people assume fermentation is responsible, the same biology behind kimchi or sourdough. The actual process is different. It is called the Maillard reaction, the same chemical event that browns bread, sears a steak, and toasts coffee beans. At sustained low heat, amino acids in the garlic react with its naturally occurring sugars. That reaction produces hundreds of new flavor compounds, triggers melanoidin formation, the molecules responsible for the black color, and slowly converts the moisture in each clove into a caramelizing syrup. No microbes, no cultures, no starters. Just heat, time, and the chemistry already locked inside the garlic. Here is where the health side gets specific. Raw garlic is known primarily for allicin, the compound behind most of its antibacterial and immune-supporting properties. Allicin is unstable. It degrades rapidly after you cut or crush the clove, survives digestion poorly, and cooking destroys most of what remains. The Maillard aging process converts allicin into a completely different compound, S-allylcysteine, or SAC. SAC does not exist in raw garlic at all. The process creates it. It is water-soluble, highly stable, and survives digestion at a significantly higher rate than allicin does. Multiple clinical studies have looked specifically at SAC bioavailability. The conclusion across most of them is consistent. The aged form delivers the active compound to your bloodstream more reliably than the raw form does. Supplement companies sell SAC in capsules. They source it from aged garlic extract. The process they use, and the process your rice cooker will run, are structurally identical. The antioxidant content shifts as well. Raw garlic has meaningful antioxidant activity, well documented. Black garlic carries roughly twice the antioxidant capacity of fresh garlic by most measures. The aging process does not just transform the sulfur compounds. It generates a category of Maillard-derived antioxidants that do not exist in the raw form at all. You are not degrading the garlic, you are upgrading it. The price reflects all of that. A single head of black garlic at a specialty grocery store runs $8 to $12 depending on where you live. A small jar, 6 to 8 heads, is $20 to $30. The markup is not primarily about the cost of the garlic. It is about the process. You need precise temperature control held continuously for 2 weeks. For commercial producers, that means industrial aging chambers running at 60 to 77 degrees Celsius for the full window. In your kitchen, that equipment already exists. It is the keep warm setting on a standard rice cooker. Keep warm on most rice cookers sits between 60 and 80 degrees Celsius. That range is exactly the window. Below 60, the Maillard reaction runs too slowly and you create conditions for mold before the cloves fully convert. Above 80, you risk cooking the garlic rather than aging it. The texture goes wrong and the caramel complexity that defines the finished product does not develop. Most rice cookers land right in the middle without any adjustment. The machine you probably already own is calibrated for this process, without knowing it. That is the reason this works at home when nothing about it should. And here's the method. Take whole, unpeeled heads of garlic, as many as fit in your rice cooker without stacking more than 2 layers deep. Do not peel them. Do not break the heads apart. The papery skin acts as a moisture regulator during the aging process and keeps each clove converting evenly from the outside in. Place them directly in the cooker, set it to keep warm, and prop the lid open by about 1 centimeter using a toothpick or a wooden chopstick. The small gap lets excess steam escape. Without it, condensation builds inside the cooker, moisture pools on the cloves, and that interrupts the Maillard reaction. Leave the gap in place for the entire run. Then leave it alone for 10 to 14 days. The smell for the first 3 to 4 days is strong, garlic, persistent, filling whatever room the cooker sits in. After day 4, it shifts into something noticeably sweeter. By day 10, it is nearly gone. If the smell is a problem in the first week, run the cooker in a garage or on a covered porch. The process is not harmed as long as the cooker holds its internal temperature. Do not open the lid before day 7. Every time you lift it, you release the accumulated heat and vapor the cloves are aging in. The process recovers, but you add time every time you break the cycle. At the 10-day mark, press a clove gently through the skin on one head. If it gives like soft butter and the inside is uniformly black, they are finished. Any resistance or patches of off-white in the center means the conversion is incomplete. Lid back on, 2 to 4 more days, check again. Partially converted garlic is not dangerous, it just needs more time. Finished black garlic keeps at room temperature for up to a month if the heads stay intact and unpeeled. Once you peel individual cloves, refrigerate them and use within 2 weeks. They freeze well. Lay peeled cloves on a flat tray, freeze solid, then move them to a bag and pull one out at a time as needed. The SAC compound survives freezing without degradation. The flavor holds completely using it. Smash a clove into salad dressing where you would normally use raw garlic. The flavor integrates without any sharpness or bite. Mash 2 cloves into softened butter until fully incorporated and use that compound butter on grilled meat, bread, or roasted vegetables. Blend a clove into a vinaigrette with olive oil, lemon, and salt. It produces something that tastes like an hour of skilled cooking went into it. Stir one into mayo with a little lemon for a spread that will ruin ordinary condiments for you permanently. Add a whole clove to a braise or slow-cooked sauce and let it dissolve during cooking. The flavor is not garlic the way most people know garlic. It sits adjacent to it, sweet, deep, umami forward, with no real equivalent in a standard pantry. Once you have a batch made, you will reach for it constantly. One more thing worth knowing, blend a full head of peeled black garlic with a small amount of olive oil until smooth. That paste keeps refrigerated for 3 weeks, freezes for 6 months, and goes into anything that needs a deep, savory base: soups, marinades, compound butters, sauces. A jar of black garlic paste in specialty retail runs $12 to $15 for a few tablespoons. 1 head of your homemade black garlic makes the equivalent for less than $1. The entire commercial black garlic market, industrial aging chambers, specialty distributors, import costs from the producers in South Korea and Spain, where most of it originates, depends on most people not knowing that the process is just 2 weeks of low heat. The knowledge that a rice cooker does the same job never circulated widely. It does now. Thanks for watching. Share this one with whoever still thinks garlic is a one-trick ingredient, and I will see you in the next one.